It's 2014, which means it's almost 2015, which means we must have hoverboards soon, which means, yes, there's a Kickstarter that's doing hoverboards! Kevin, there is a Kickstarter out there that has basically made a hoverboard.
But, so, yeah, I saw this article too, where it's like the first prototype working hoverboard.
Yes, now technically it's a hoverboard that only works over a certain surface because it uses magnetic levitation, essentially. So, it's...
Okay.
You can only... So they show in the video of a guy riding it on a half pipe. But it only works on that half pipe because the half pipe is a certain metal that it can react with. Like the real hoverboard didn't work over water. So I mean, we're getting there. That's one surface it couldn't work over. We just have to add a few more surfaces that it works on, namely
concrete,
the world, yeah,
everything else,
the other third of the planet that that it's allowed to. But that's cool. But speaking of hoverboards, next year is the 20th. The 30th anniversary of Back to the Future.
It's been a long time.
Yes, and to honor this, they're actually doing select screenings of Back to the Future in theaters around the world that are being accompanied by a live orchestra for all the music. Now, that's really awesome. Cool. Plus, they've added 15 minutes of extra music, recently composed, I guess, by Alan Silvestri, the guy who originally composed the music. So if you go to one of these things, you get to experience a new part of Back to the Future. It's exciting. But
how many theaters in the US?
They haven't announced any of the dates or anything, except for that the first stop is in May and it's in Switzerland. So I'm going to try and get Switzerland. I'm going to start a Kickstarter campaign to get Switzerland. You can do that, right? That's what Kickstarter's for, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. That would be awesome. I would really love to go to this thing. Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies. Speaking of Back to the Future, Kevin, because we're not done.
Yes,
There's a little bit more Back to the Future. As you might be aware, something I'll get to a little bit later that's constantly, frustrating me, is this term of reboot, remake, restart, reset, whatever, that has come and really cast a pall over the entertainment industry, in my opinion. It's a giant shadow, and unlike the Dark Knight's shadow as he looms over Gotham, which makes you feel warm and cuddly and safe, well, except for the villains.
From a sociopath. But anyway.
From a sociopath. This one really just fills me with a lot of rage.
But they're not rebooting it, though.
No, that is the great thing. So, one of the co-creators, Bob Gale, was recently interviewed about the 30th anniversary, and he said, let's face it, we've seen a lot of sequels that are made many years later, and I don't think I can name any that are good. So that's good.
Wow.
Also, he said... and asked would they ever remake or add on to Back to the Future, he said, people love them the way they are, we think they're really good, let's not mess with it. So you won't be getting any sort of special editions, George Lucas. You won't be getting, new versions. It's the way it is, and you love it that way, right? I love it.
So speaking of 80s movies that are getting reboots, have you heard about the Ghostbusters reboot with an all-female Ghostbusters team?
Yes.
Where it won't be a direct, shot-for-shot reboot. It will be kind of like its own story, its own alternate story of the original people.
Yes.
And I think that's a good idea. That's a good way to go about it. Just don't pretend to reshoot it. Just go a different path with the idea.
So there's like the two genres of reboot, remake, and like reset. And I think the way that they're handling the Ghostbusters one is very careful and probably the smartest thing that they can do if they want to continue the Ghostbusters franchise in any way. Just, look, that happened. The other series happened. We're going into an alternate universe where it didn't happen, and these lady Ghostbusters are suiting up, and they're going to take on, ghosts in New York City, probably.
Right.
Same thing. So that, I like the idea. I hope it turns out great. I really do, because I love Ghostbusters.
I want to see the list of they're going to cast.
Yes. There was rumor that Melissa McCarthy was going to be cast in it. Do you know who she is? She was in The Heat. I don't know if you saw the trailer for The Heat. She was... Okay, whatever. You know who she is. IMDb her. She was apparently asked on Ellen about it, and she's like, I haven't actually been seriously approached about this. So it's still in the very early stages, so no one really knows what's going on with this.
Right.
But... because we're still talking about this reboot and I hate that stuff. let's just get to the last thing that we started the last episode with, which was a list of movies that are being adapted for TV. Last time I listed
Is it still going?
Yes. Last time I listed maybe like 6. Oh, shoot.
Oh, there's a sound.
I forgot to put the sound on. Last time I listed maybe 6 at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Well, so I found a list thanks to Den of Geek, who's keeping denofgeek.com. They're keeping track of this, which is awesome because I was going to do the same thing. Their full list last week when I came up was 29. Now it's 33. There have been 4 added since last week. This is not okay. And some of the
plague.
I know. Some of the new ones include Marley and Me, because that needs a TV show. Apparently, spoiler alert, the dog died at the end. I don't know. I don't know. Never saw it. But
do we need like a spoiler warning? Is this a popular movie?
I don't know. We'll find out. I guess people started yelling at us for you spoiled Marley and Me for me. Well, sorry. I don't know. Also, Bachelor Party, which is an 80s movie. My girlfriend loves that movie. It has Tom Hanks in it, where it's about a bachelor party.
Never heard of
the
this.
antics that happens during this bachelor party. That's being turned into a TV show. I don't know how. It's a bachelor party. It's a singular event. The only way they could do it is if they turned it into a 24-style TV show where
each hour is its own hour in real time.
And the bachelor party is 24 hours, and that's how you see
it's
every
the only
hour.
way to go about it.
I would probably watch that show. It sounds really entertaining.
24 proved it could work.
Yeah, 24, but a bachelor's party.
Go from terrorists to something much lighter.
The only thing that makes me sad about that, I mean, I am sad because they're taking another movie, especially an 80s movie, being turned into a TV show. The only thing that makes me sad about it is that I didn't think of that first. But completely separate from the movie. If I had just come up with the idea, let's do 24 hours of drinking or 24 hours of awesomeness. And it's just Jack Bauer.
Well, someone thought of it. Someone thought of it, got it past a meeting, and got it to start.
Someone got that freaking pitched episode up before I did. Bastards. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for partaking in our little bit of news. Hopefully you've learned something about the entertainment business that's happening all around you that you probably don't really care about. But maybe you should, because this is stuff you like.
Or get angry about, like him.
Yeah, get angry about it. Put your feelings, let them out in the comments below. I have a video. I have a YouTube channel. You can use your words. Just text it. Type it up. Don't text me, though. That's a bad idea.
No, yeah.
So yeah, comment on this video below. Hit that subscribe button that's down there. Kevin, there's a bunch of videos next to him.
Always over there.
Yeah, good job. See, last time your arms were getting cut off. Now your arms are getting cut off. Yeah, they're all up and down the left-hand side.
Somewhere over there.
You can click it, watch some old episodes, watch some recent episodes of other shows, and tell us what you think. And Kevin, I think we did a good job.
I think so too.
Good job. Awesome.
We'll see you out there.
You took my phrase!